I live in LA. I'm married to Michael Irby, for those that might not know that, an actor. I'm an actress.
So now you have a new smile.
I do.
Obviously, you're an actress.
Yeah.
And you've been on different things and different stuff that you've done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
How does your smile change somewhat on when you start doing what you're doing again?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for
You
coming.
guys have no idea.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lisa's a great guy.
Thank you.
You want to smile, there's no problem. Like, not just for your husband, not just, behind doors. You can smile anywhere.
Yeah.
When next time you're in the red carpet,
Yeah.
I'm going to look you up. And I want to be
I'll
like,
flash you just one.
it looks natural. How you feeling?
I am feeling great. Fantastic. Oh my God, the equipment blew my mind.
And
the
that-
equipment you guys have. is
That's so you
amazing.
guys could see right away.
Yeah.
That,
I was smiling. I said, honey, it's great because I can feel my whole smile.
Yeah.
I have the same laugh, I have the same smile, but now I feel the brightness of the full thing.
Welcome back to Supremedental Podcast Studio. You can be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My wife and I are the owners of Supreme Dental Clinic. Listen, this podcast was meant for you, our patients. Don't forget to check us out on Spotify and an Apple Podcast. Today we have a very important patient here with us.
Oh,
We
okay.
have Susan Elena Matus.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, Matus.
Matus.
Yes.
Better. Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
I am feeling great. Fantastic. So I guess people are going to see my before, which I wasn't wearing makeup, and I don't know. And now this is the after, and I feel really, really, really excited. We did team effort here. Amazing.
Team
Dr.
Luis.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you, Susan.
We had a blast, right? We
Yeah.
had it was like so much fun, like
So
figuring
fun.
this out together, like the color and the design and being really picky about like,
I am very picky. Yeah.
yeah, which
I am perfectionist.
yeah,
It's a problem now. Sometimes it's a problem for me, but I prefer to do the work.
I
much
prefer it
better.
as a patient.
Yeah.
That you be picky.
Yeah.
So before we start anything, welcome,
Thank you.
and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Myself, well, I live in LA. I'm married to Michael Irby, for those that might not know that, an actor. I'm an actress. We met in New York City, came out to LA to do the deed. I ended up raising my son. He went off to have a career, and I got the better part of the deal.
Nice.
And now I'm kind of getting back in the business after 20 some years. My son's now in New York doing really great as a photographer. And I just got my first big job, but I can't say what it is.
It's okay.
Because it's
It's a secret.
secret for a
It's a
few
secret.
months.
Hey, but that's good.
Yeah, I'm very excited. It didn't take too long, and glad to be working again. What else?
How did you hear about us?
I heard about you through some friends, a buddy that my husband golfs with, and we were having dinner.
Who's been at the podcast?
Yes, Ben.
Ben.
I had gone to dinner with him, and we were just talking, and I noticed actually his wife's smile, and he mentioned where he got that done, and I was like, tell me about it, and he just talked so highly of you guys and the care and the technology, obviously the affordability is a big thing, I think, for a lot of people these days with what's going on in the world. And the ease. I mean, I think a lot of people have trepidation coming over here because of things they hear in the news and concern. But I mean, from the moment we got here, having Manny meet us, the town and the people here are incredible. So it just was a no-brainer. I know a lot of people are going overseas sometimes for this.
Yeah.
And I thought about that for a sec, and then because we priced, other places, but then I thought, what if, you need to go back for an adjustment or something comes up that was like, I'm not going to go all the way back to Europe. So to have this right here, right outside of California, it's brilliant. And you guys are just like, I've already gushed. Like, people are going to think this is fake, but I've been gushing for the whole time, people. I just think like what you guys are bringing is just amazing. I see a lot of smiles happening and a lot of happy people walking out of this place.
We were kind of nervous when you were coming. Not kind of. We were really nervous, and we didn't know what to expect. We didn't. Your first contact with us was through Ernesto.
Yes.
And he's actually a veteran.
Yeah.
And he happens to be my best friend.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
I wondered.
He's actually gonna fly in next week.
Okay.
Him and his wife and our 2 other agents that we have in other places that
Okay.
I call them the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen the Avengers. They got the Infinity Stones. Okay. But I call them the Infinity Stones, and I go, is she cool or what is she like? He goes, yeah, man, she was really cool. She was really normal. She was really, and I was like, that's cool, man. He goes, yeah, she wasn't like, oh, I'm an actress, leave me alone, And I'm like, cool. I'm like, you're still not telling me much because I'm still kind of lost. And he's like, oh, you're gonna have to figure it out. And I'm like, oh, thanks, man, I appreciate you. And so when you came in, and we sat you in, and you started telling us what you wanted, you were very easygoing. Mm. You're just like, yeah, I'm here, and I mean, obviously, you knew what you wanted. You wanted something that looked natural,
Yeah.
but something that looked beautiful,
Yeah.
and you had something in mind. And I'm used to going wider, but everybody has different fits. Like yours looks natural, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some patience.
We were really, that was a big thing for us. And that's what I loved. Like we totally connected on that. Right.
Yeah. It's the most important.
Yeah.
I think so.
Dr. Luis is a chameleon because all of a sudden the patient comes in and the patient's like, I want this color. And we talk about it. He looks at it. He's like, he shows them a whiter color and the patient, and it just clicks. Mm-hmm. Like it's like a color. It's kind of weird, but it's like a color kind of chooses you.
Yeah.
Like,
I could get that.
You see it and you can think like, I want this white. And then when you get it in front of your face, you're just like, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
And it feels the process. We show you, he sees it, I see it. I really thought you were a different color. And then when you guys got the color you got, I was like, yeah, well, it makes sense. Mm. But in my head, we had a different color. But it was everything just clicked.
Yeah.
Then came the perfectionist part of everything.
Yeah.
So.
Welcome to Dental Facts. Poor dental health can lead to serious health problems, such as heart disease and diabetes. You heard it first at Supremedental Podcast. Floss, brush, and keep smiling.
Which I am too.
A little bit about your process. We sent to 2 different labs. Mm. Okay. And we seen the teeth in one lab.
We see the first one. The first restoration.
And they we seen it, and I was just like, hey, Luis, come over here real quick. And then we sat down, and he just looks at him, and he's looking at him.
Not for Susan.
And I was I don't like him. He's like, I hate him. And I said, I don't like him. And he was like, well, what are we gonna do? And I said, well, just see what the other one offers.
Is the connection.
And we seen
the connection. Not for Susan.
Yeah.
Susan needed another different design.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that.
And when we got the temporaries, and the temporaries to me looked in size a lot better than what the other ones had sent for you.
Oh, okay.
The other lab. And and when we put them on, when I didn't see them that night, he seen them. The next morning when you came in, it looked good. And it was just, temporary, rough, nothing shiny or nothing.
Yeah.
No, but it made sense in your face.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Which was the most important thing.
Absolutely. I was like, I think that I was really impressed with, I didn't know what to expect in the design, right? Yeah. Like you come in, that you guys have to figure out because I obviously had one cracked. I had some stuff going on in the back on the side of my mouth. And then I had teeth that like when I smiled, and if people didn't notice from before, like I had all the front teeth that showed, and then all my back teeth just sort of disappeared. So I was curious to see like what the design was going to be that was going to bring like me to have a full smile, you know? And from what you're saying, when those temporaries, I was like, wow, like perfect design, like right off the bat for me. Like, and it fit my mouth. It didn't feel like there was somebody else's teeth going in my mouth, you know?
Yeah.
So I was completely impressed by that.
You cold?
I'm always cold, but it's a studio. You know? It's okay.
You want? Do you have to turn it off?
No. It's okay. I'm good.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
You can
No.
change a little bit the temperature.
I'm good.
Let's just turn it off. Let's just turn it off.
That's all good.
Little low.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Now talk to us. What were you expecting? Like, obviously, you've seen some of the videos, perhaps.
Yeah.
Obviously, you did your research.
Yeah. I mean, you were recommended, but of course I had to make sure for myself, you know. Ernesto, to be honest with you, was so gracious and such a great guy just off the bat. He made me feel pretty comfortable about it. I usually don't let people know what we do because I don't really want people to get nervous or get, weirded out by that.
Treat you differently.
But then I thought about it, and I've also been in the position where I don't let people know. And then sometimes I feel like, oh, I should have kind of upped that game a little bit, you know? So when I did tell him, I was like, look, man, I didn't want it to be like, oh, this prima donna thing. So, and he was really cool about it. He's like, yeah, I'll let them know. I understand. And he's like, no. And he had told me like the other people important people that you guys had worked on. So it wasn't new, obviously, for you guys to have people that, not that everybody's smile is not important, because it is, but then the people that are obviously going to be on camera, we worry about it probably a little more than other people would worry about it. Does that make sense? Or am I talking out of term? I don't know. But my expectation obviously is to come out with a beautiful smile, to feel confident, to have a full smile. I didn't really have I don't really go in with this is what it better be kind of an attitude, because I think with everything, it's a process, and you have to kind of come in with an open mind and feel like it's workable, right? Like I said, I really felt like we became a team. It wasn't like anything was being placed on me, and I wasn't trying to place anything on him, so that we could, be open to each other and work it without feeling demanding. I think sometimes as people, we come in with what we think we need, and then everything turns to crap,
right.
Because you have such high expectations of something, rather than sort of coming in with an open mind and knowing you can ask for what you need as you go along.
Yeah, we've had patients that come in and they show us a magazine and they're like, I want my teeth to look like, I want to look like this.
Right. I don't.
And that's like a Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
that's impossible for you.
I'm like, it's not, not to be messed up, but sometimes I'm thinking like, gosh, if I can make you look like this.
Yeah.
There would be no other dental clinic in the world.
Yeah.
Seriously, we would just take over. But teeth wise, people are like, oh, look at her smile. I want this smile. But her face is completely different than your face.
Right. Yeah.
Like everything is completely different.
Yeah.
So it's like me saying I want these monster truck tires on a Corvette.
Right.
Or vice versa.
Right.
It makes no sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then that's not starting from zero. That's like starting from negative 100.
Exactly.
We got to tell them, look, this is how it works. This is what we do. Right. This is what this. My doctor already told me. I know what I need. I already seen on Google, and this is what I need.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that we see. And we take x-rays, and I go, that's what we have, that big screen. And when we take x-rays, you could see it
oh, my God. The equipment blew my mind.
And
the equipment you guys have.
That's so you guys could see right away.
Yeah.
I don't know if you went to the dentist back in the day when they showed a little one, like little film like this, or the bigger film on the light screen, and you put it on, and he's like, right here.
Yeah.
With this one, you could just click, and boom, you could tap different fonts, and different things pop up.
Yeah.
And that's what they're for. So we could show you, and so he could see better, in different angles of your tooth, like here, 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 here. Okay. And then we took the CAT scan, which then shows us your bone density. Because if a lot of times your teeth look great, but then their bone is very weak.
Which, by the way, I want to tell everybody, the CAT scan is not like a CAT scan that you think of like when you have to go to the doctor's office and drink some liquid and wait a few hours and then have this thing. It literally is 1 minute. It's 1 minute.
1 minute.
Where you stand
Very
still
quick.
in this. They have this great again. The toys that you guys have to do this is amazing, and you just stand there for a minute and it goes around you and that's it. It's done. It's not like I think 'cause sometimes you think CAT scan and it's
Yeah.
like this big. What does
Like,
that mean?
you got to lay down.
Yeah,
You gotta-
no, it's you're not
little
going
tube.
into a tunnel. There's no
Yeah.
weird stuff. You just stand there. It goes around, 1 minute, and it's
Amazing.
amazing. Yeah,
Very
it's really
quick.
incredible.
So now you have a new smile.
I do.
Obviously, you're an actress.
Yeah.
And you've been on different things and different stuff that you've done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
How does your smile change somewhat on when you start doing what you're doing again?
Well, I got to be honest, with me, and if most people, they Google me or whatever with my husband, you'll notice I don't really smile a lot.
I noticed that.
I was pretty serious looking. And honestly, a lot of it was because I didn't really trust my smile. And I mean, my husband knows that I have a great smile prior. He loved my smile, but I didn't feel, especially as a person in the public eye, that it was a strong enough smile to share a lot. So I kind of held back a lot. And what's crazy? So my son, Lucky, got my husband's smile. He's got an amazing smile, beautiful smile. But he doesn't really use it because he was with me a lot. And I said, it's because I didn't really smile a lot. So you have this incredible smile like your dad's, and now you have to get used to using it because your mom just didn't really smile a lot. So now I do. And it's funny, even like the day after we got the top done, I was smiling. I said, honey, it's great because I can feel my whole smile.
Yeah.
I have the same laugh, I have the same smile, but now I feel the brightness of the full thing.
Looks different.
And
Looks
it's
very
just,
different.
it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Like I'm not going to be looking at it, but I can feel it. And it feels great. It's neat, It's a great, I just think it's a great gift you guys are doing. It's great.
When we were looking at pictures of you,
Yeah.
I'd never seen her smile. This is true.
Yeah.
And I think that's what intimidated us a little bit more because I'm just like, is she like...
A bitch?
I was going to say mean.
Can I say that?
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. And I was just like, because he's always smiling.
Yeah. I
and you
know.
were serious.
I know.
Just with the lips.
Or like a
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a
Yep.
smize. What was that? Like an American
smirk?
Express? What,
No.
Like a smize is like your smile with your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
I don't think I did it right, but you guys get the picture.
Yeah.
And now you get to smile,
I do.
and you
I have
get
to use
to
this
be
once in a
like,
while.
that's gonna be awesome.
It will. People will actually get to see a side of me that I've kind of had to keep on the back burner just because of an insecurity. It's crazy. I know. It's crazy.
We hear this many times.
I know. I'm sure.
It's you know what I didn't know what I didn't have. Like you are now gonna experience. You want to smile, there's no problem.
Yeah.
Like, not just for your husband, not just behind door. You can smile anywhere.
Yeah.
When next time you're in the red carpet,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look you up, and I want to be
I'll
like,
flash you just one.
Yeah.
it looks natural. It looks
It
natural,
does.
and it looks like you've been doing it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is awesome.
Yeah, it is
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Thank you.
That's what
And thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for
You
coming.
guys have no idea.
Thank you. Thank you.
Liz is a great guy.
Thank you.
He is
Thank
great.
you. To be honest, when Frank told me, Luis, you have an important patient. Oh my gosh, who is Frank? Susan Matus. Immediate. I check on Google the information. Oh my God, really? No, Frank. Oh, wow, I feel nerves.
Oh,
But to be honest, when I see you the first time, I feel very, very comfortable with you. To be honest, you are very natural. You are amazing. You are very friendly.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Susan at all times was patient. She was very quiet. She helped me in all time.
You said she was probably one of your best patients, because there's patients that don't let us work.
What do you mean they don't let you
For
work?
example, like he's working and they want to get up,
Yeah.
or they want to, oh no, this, or it's too much water, or it's not too much
Yeah.
water, or they start coughing, or what, all these, and it's like a war,
Right.
like for 2.5 hours.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and they're amazing people, but
No,
it's
yeah.
it's like they can't stay still.
Right.
Yeah.
And
right.
he said it was so easy to go ahead and.
Well, I have to say what's really fun is they'll play any type of music. You guys play any type of music that the person likes. And so we played jazz because I'm a big jazz fan.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was like perfect.
Now
It was
I
the
like
whole
the
room.
jazz. Yeah.
I know,
yeah.
right?
I love the jazz.
It was just like so mellow and beautiful, like old 30s jazz.
Yeah.
And so I could sink into that. And I think I'm a big mind over matter person. I meditate and I do all that. So I think that helped me, like to just go into the music and let
Yeah.
him do his thing. And then when it got a little difficult, I mean, I think the thing that I tell myself is that, as good as I can be is as good as he can be.
Right.
So if I'm making it hard, I'm making it hard. And this is my mouth,
Yeah.
Yeah, the results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's why I think it's a team effort.
It's important.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Luis, last night, where were you last night, Luis?
Well,
Here, probably.
it's a concert. Mago de Oz.
I invited him to a concert.
Yeah, yeah.
and another doctor and his girlfriend, which is another doctor of ours,
I
and my
love
Do
wife.
you sleep?
He's we
sometimes.
think he plugs in. We think he's a robot. And what time were we eating after the concert? What time were we eating tacos at? In
Tacos Tres
Mexicali?
Pablos.
How far? What time was it?
Probably 1:30 a.m.
1:30 in the morning.
Rock
my God.
star.
Yeah.
1:30 in the
I'm
morning.
sorry.
And then we had a drive back, and he's like a 45-minute drive back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rock star. You're partying and doing this. You're amazing.
But I am strong. I am young.
Yeah, he's like we said, he's like he came back from Singapore, so did Dr. Alonzo.
Yeah. Wow.
Dr. Elias got sick, and he's like the healthiest one, what we thought. And Doctor, they came back, and it was probably one of the busiest weeks we've ever had in the history of Supreme.
Yeah.
And they were it was like the movie 300, like they kept on coming.
Oh, yeah. Well, God, you guys are busy today.
And we were just keep on going and going, but we can't lose. Obviously, we have a lot of quantity, but we can't lose the quality. So we
Right.
got to let patients know, hey, you know what? Your appointment was at 12, perhaps, but we're probably gonna see like around 1:30.
Yeah.
But when it's for you, it's time to see you. You're not gonna be in a time. Oh, it's 30 minutes. You need to get up from the chair. We're gonna
Right.
take our time to see
Right.
whatever your needs are. We're
Absolutely.
gonna make
Yep.
sure we do that. So
Yep.
So we went to a rock concert,
I
and think about it, it's a rock
wasn't
concert.
invited to the rock
You think it's like a Mexican rock concert, right? My wife, big fan.
from Spain.
From Spain,
They're
yeah.
all from Spain, yeah.
Yeah, they're from Spain.
Yeah.
And so we're wearing black, Everybody's wearing black. All of us wearing black, okay?
Yeah.
I was wearing like some little boots and the black and
Yeah.
And here comes Lise.
With-
If that guy would have said, "Who's not a rock guy here? You're not a rock guy." He was looking like Dennis the Menace. He wore like an orange shirt and a blue
Yeah.
cap turned around, like rock from like the 70s, but not Kiss. Like, I don't know, like New Kids from the Block or something. It was, and I was like, what?
Who is?
And I seen him when we walked out because he got there like an hour late.
Yeah.
And for the first time in history, just so you guys know, in Mexico, the concerts start like about an hour to 3 hours later.
Oh, God.
It's just what they do.
Yeah.
In the United States, they don't. And this group actually started in time. So I told him at 9 o'clock, he's like, "What time does it start?" I said, 9:30, man. Drive over here. It's going to start like at 10:30.
Come on.
And then it starts at 9:31. I'm like, whoa. But he got to experience it. But I'm like, you look like Dennis the Menace right now.
Yeah, wow.
And he's like, I just grabbed on something and I put it on, and I'm like, well, okay. I said, you should have just brought your scrubs, man. He would have like more rock
you're
and roll
not
than
more-
that.
I need more rock and roll. Yeah. Now I like it. Mago de Oz.
Yeah.
Wonderful group.
Yeah, it's a crazy voice.
I recommend.
Yeah, it's not like jazz, so
No.
It's not
a, little
like
bit more, a lot more screaming and.
Oh, God.
But they use violins.
Oh, do they really?
They do. It's a rock, but with
violence. Yeah.
it's kind of like if pirates
It's a combination.
were rock stars.
Interesting.
Yeah, you should you need to hear
Okay.
them. And it's a lot of violin.
Oh, I love strings and rock.
It's a lot of violin.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
that was pretty awesome.
Neat.
So now you go back to LA,
Yeah.
and who is the first person you think you're gonna show besides the people that are very close to you here? Like, Your
Well,
son
the
already-
first people I'm going to show, because I have a dinner tomorrow night to go to, is probably my bestie, Rachel. Yeah, she'll see them tomorrow. She'll be so excited. I haven't told anybody. So
Really?
yeah, I didn't tell anybody.
So she's gonna be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
I think
cool.
they'll all notice. They'll be like, why are you smiling so much?
I would never be able to keep a secret like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought, I just surprise everybody when it's done.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What else?
What else?
What else? What do you tell patients?
I don't tell patients anything.
What do you tell patients, future patients from Supreme, or people that are watching this podcast that even if they don't come to Supreme, what do you tell them?
I've already
about
told a
everything?
couple family members that I know need some work. And again, I think, for me, and this is what I gushed on, was just the advancement in technology that you guys are using is just unbelievable. And then the care is just unbelievable. I mean, just unbelievable how much I felt appreciated as a patient. It's not something I've experienced much, I have to be honest, in the States, and so to feel that you really matter. And I know it was special, but I saw it with everybody. And then the other thing I just tell them is, I think at least a few people, in all honesty, with what's going on again in the world and in Mexico with the headlines and all this stuff, that they worry about, that is it safe? And is it, I think that is a little bit of trepidation. I'm like, oh my God, this town is the sweetest. I mean, and it's very safe and very accommodating. And the people just even in the town are just really beautiful people, really, really, really nice, helpful people. I mean, it's just been a great experience.
Hold on. So you didn't get mugged? You didn't get mugged?
Did not get mugged.
Not at all?
Actually.
What is going on?
Actually, first night here, we were trying to find this restaurant, and a gentleman just was like, follow me, I'll take you there. I mean, he's like, this way, come on, I'll just take you there. I think it was Mi Casa, Su Casa we were going to.
Oh, okay.
Casas to casa.
That's a pretty good restaurant.
I loved
Yeah.
it. It was really great. Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
So no mugging? Nobody tried to kidnap you when you down here?
No.
No dead people in the road?
No.
I guess
Yeah.
the city's really cleaning up.
So if you're looking for that kind of excitement, wrong place.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's a little sleepy town, boring.
Yeah, kind of boring. Your son was really bored, probably. Your son's like, where am I? It's a retired town. Let me get me out of here. Yeah, I tell everybody this is like the best vacation. I tell our patients, come down for 5 days, and this is a real vacation
And do nothing.
because there's nothing to do.
Well, there is shopping.
I mean, the
But
first day
there's-
you could do your shopping,
Yeah.
and then after that, there's
Not
nothing.
much. Yeah.
Just
So
eat and relax.
watch Netflix, hang out,
Yeah.
get your teeth done.
To check.
Well, we want to thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for deciding to go with Supreme.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Thank you.
Obviously, you became part of, just like each and every one of our patients, of our Supreme family.
Yeah, I feel it.
And you guys are our billboards. You smile, and people are gonna notice your smile, especially people that are very close to you.
Yeah.
But people that are gonna be watching you on TV are gonna say, well, that's that expensive Beverly Hills smile. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I can't afford that.
No.
Right.
There's no way I could afford that.
Right.
Look at that.
And that's why I wanted to do this. I don't usually do these things, but I just wanted people to know, like the secrets. You guys are making it attainable for everybody. So, and I think everybody deserves to have that. It shouldn't just be for like 1%. It just shouldn't.
This is your first podcast?
It is.
First podcast.
Wow. Congrats.
Thanks.
Look at that. First podcast.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for I know it was kind of like a short notice. I know right now we still got to finish up a couple of things on your mouth, and you leave tomorrow.
I do tomorrow morning.
I'm excited to.
Oh, I mean.
Will you ever be down here again?
Yeah, I'm bringing family members. I got a couple. I have a brother, my brother-in-law actually, but he's my brother. Had a bike accident and he fell on his face.
Oh.
And took out the first 3, and he can't afford to have work done. And I was like,
You know what we get a lot here? Vets that they've been to different parts. They've been to different parts, and they gave everything.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's just like, you can only get dentures.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what about everything that, I mean, some of them are missing different parts.
Yeah.
They're just like, I'm only going to give you dentures.
Right. Yeah.
And we help so many of those, like all the
Yes.
time.
All
It's
the
crazy.
time, yeah.
I know
It's
that
crazy,
trips
yeah.
me up, like, because it's just wrong.
It's
wrong.
I don't know what to call it, but I'm happy we get help.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that you could smile.
Yeah.
And not that you didn't smile, because when you came with us, you were smiling.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I smile a lot. I just, when I'm in front of a camera and it's like those kind of events, I just.
Are you gonna practice like
I smile
smiling
back.
in
No,
front
I'm
of
not
the
one of
cameras?
those
Just
people.
training. Just training.
Like the Zoolander, like the,
I'm not one of those people.
No, now you can show your smile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just go with it.
Yeah.
I'd rather just go with it.
to make it look natural.
I don't know. It's just who I am. I don't know all that stuff. I'm like, let's not think about things like that. Let's just go. It's just better. Life's better that way. It's more authentic, I think, that way.
You had a chat with your husband and yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Had a chat with my wife and I yesterday.
Yeah.
For about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought the conversation was gonna go like that. Like, we talked about everything
Yeah,
that I didn't think we were gonna talk about.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't go there.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna go there. Not in the
We're not
podcast.
gonna go there.
But it was fun. It was awesome.
It was.
It makes me understand that even you have of what you think people in the movies are like. People in the movies are, and make sure we get this on camera. People in the movies, guys, secret, they're real people.
Yeah.
Crazy. They're real people. So
Well, we try to be. I think, I love my husband. He's always been great that way. And I mean, we've been together almost 30 years. And that's why. We love what we do. He loves what he does. But we both know being a human being is first and foremost to that.
well, you guys are doing a great job.
Thanks.
So
Yeah.
well, thank you so much for being here, Luis.
Thank you so much for
Thank you so
the
much.
invitation.
Yeah. And it was like, hey, guess what? She says she wants you in the podcast. And he's like, what? No, Frank. No,
Frank.
I don't. No. Come on, man.
Oh,
You can do a full mouth. You can do so many implants. But you were like, oh, no.
No podcast.
He went to go get a haircut. He ran to go get a haircut 10 minutes before, 20 minutes before.
Yeah. But it's Susan. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
He hasn't even ate his lunch. His lunch is still sitting on my
Oh,
desk
yeah.
Yeah.
because he went to go get his haircut.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Everything is for Susan. Yeah.
So thank you so much. And this has been Supreme Dental Podcast, powered by Supreme Dental. And just like Suzanne, keep on smiling.